Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a video that I have been promising you guys for a while and I have not done it yet. So I thought I'd go ahead and do it today while I have a little bit of time on my hands. This is going to be a comparison of the Popovy, body type 3 versus the Popovy body type 4. And I haven't really done a lot of looking at the two of them together. I kind of like to do that when I do a comparison video so that you guys see all of my first impressions and the things that I notice about them. The biggest difference for me, or there's two big differences that I notice. One is in the legs. It seems to me like body 4 has a little bit thicker legs than body 3. And now you can see there's a lot of muscle definition on the body 4. There is also on the body 3, but it's just a little bit more defined on the body 4. Now that being said, keep in mind that body blushing does make a difference and does bring those things out more. So whether it's when I feel it, I do feel like the body 4 is a little bit more defined. One of the other biggest differences is in the chest. The body 3 has a much perkier, big breast, where the body 4 has more of a natural shaped, more of a teardrop breast. And I would remove their bras and show you, but they're very realistic. So this is a like pointy, like big breast, where this is a more natural, it's still big, but it's a more natural kind of teardrop shaped chest. You can see in the torso, they're kind of the same. I mean, you've got the same sort of definition, pretty much the same size. The hands are different just because there's different hands you can choose from with Popovy, and these are the Landy hands, and these are, I think these are maybe hands number 5, I can't remember. I specifically asked for these hands with the nails though, so they have so many different types of hands now that you can choose from. Both have the neck joint. Let's see if the neck joint is the same size on both. So if I tilt both of their heads up, it looks like the neck joint is pretty much the same size. I'm still looking to see if I notice any other big differences between the two. And I really don't. They said that body 4 is more posable, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't find it to be more posable. I find it to be exactly the same, or maybe even a little less posable than body 3. I always like to do the seated on their knees pose to check posability out. Now she does have different feet, and again, that's a request that I made, so that's not necessarily the body type. I just requested heeled feet for her. So you can see they both can do that same pose, which, like I said, to me, that's, I don't know why, but that's like my go-to, like the gold standard of doll posing, is if they can sit like that on their knees. Like, to me, that's just incredible. Even looking at the sculpting detail, to me, this area around the neck and collarbone, the sculpting is almost identical. Like, it's very hard. I see more of a kind of a, I guess, the front of the rib cage on body 3, where on body 4 it's more full. That could be, like, when I feel it, I don't feel the rib cage there. Here I do feel it. So I do think that is a sculpting difference and not just a body blushing difference. So the body 4 overall to me is more full, with the legs being a little bit fuller, the bust being a little more natural, and then this being filled out. Let's take a look at the back. And that's being said is interesting. I wonder if they had the Venus concept. If you've seen, they've released a new Venus doll, which is curvier, and I wonder if they had that kind of in mind. They were going that direction when they released this doll. From the back, the similarities are, you know, they're pretty close. I don't see a whole lot of difference here. They both have, you can see the vertebrae at the top, you can see the shoulder blades, you can see the dip in the back. So I don't see a whole lot of difference there between the two. And I was able to, I do think though, and I wish I could show this really well, but this is really hard for me to show. And that is these legs. And I know I already said it, but to me, the body 4 legs are thicker and they're curvier. And you know, I have a little bit of a harder time dressing like her in this outfit because the leg hole's a little tight, and that's just because of the thickness of the thighs. If you look at them side by side, I think it's much clearer how much curvier. You see how the curve of the back of that leg is, where this one's more flat. So you've got a little bit of curve there. Which body do I prefer? You know, I don't know. I like the body 3 a lot. Body 4 is great too. I like the chest better on the body 4 for sure because it's way more natural. I really don't have a preference. Jointing wise, to me, the jointing is pretty much the same. And now I'm not a sculptor. I'm not a, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. They do say that this one poses better, but to me, I really don't notice any huge difference. And I don't know what kind of pose to put them in to show that this one can pose better, because even the arms to me are pretty much identical. You know, and if you look at the definition in the arm, maybe, let's do the same arm instead of 2 different arms. Maybe it's a little fuller, but I don't think so. I mean, let's look at that elbow joint. The elbow joint is pretty much the same. I mean, it's kind of pointy and, you know, it's the same sort of shape. So to me, maybe the arm is a little fuller. I don't know, but overall, it's just like there's a slight, she's got me. It's like the body 4 is just slightly fuller and slightly more natural. Now, the thing about these dolls is they're not, you know, they're not natural dolls. I think everybody knows that they're exaggerated proportions and they're exaggerated, you know, they're just exaggerated in general. So it's not like, you know, they're trying to be super realistic. There's things about them that are hyper realistic, like the way the feet are sculpted and the way the hands are sculpted and all the things that come along with that. But as far as proportion wise, they're not meant to be realistic. But I would say that body 4 is probably closer to realistic than body 3, just because it's just slightly fuller. So that's really, guys, I know that's not, it's not a lot of differences. And if you watch my unboxing of this doll, you'll remember that I thought I was getting body 4 with the scarification, and I messed up my order. That's something you have to be really careful with when you're ordering, is pay attention to all the little details. I messed up and I ended up getting plain body 4. So that would have been a huge difference, obviously, between the 2 bodies. I would not have ordered body 4 on purpose with it being so close to body 3. Just because I would have liked to have had the body 4 with the scarification, just to get a little bit of difference there. But that's totally my fault. I mean, it is what it is, and she's a beautiful doll. I really love her, so it's not like, you know, I'm disappointed about it or whatever. But it's just, you know, one of those things. But difference-wise, you know, I don't know. I'm very interested to see. I've got a body 2 and a body 1 on the way. I ordered them back in, I want to say it was February or March. So I'm thinking, you know, they tell you 6 months. I always add on, you know, another, I always double the time an artist gives me, because I feel like, you know, just in my mind, if I get it any earlier than that, it's great. So I don't know that I'll be seeing them till around February or March of next year. But if I do, I'll definitely do a comparison between them and these dolls. But anyway, if there was something you wanted me to cover in this that I didn't, please leave it for me in a question in a comment below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.